Yo, what is going on today, guys? I'm back with another deck profile, and first off, I'm not recording all of these in the same day. I just have a lot of red shirts. I used to work at Target, so chill on me. Anyways, we're back with a Team Rocket deck profile, bro. So basically 2 Ekans, 2 Arbucks, 2 Coughings, and 2 Wheezings. I did try playing this exact deck with 1 Grimer and 1 Muck. I just feel like Muck wasn't really useful, and most of the time it was kind of just a dead card on the screen, so I ended up cutting him just from 2 more support cards. Anyways, 2 potions. Not a lot of our Pokemon are not that healthy, so like being able to have like any extra like turn of living is gonna benefit us. Then I play the 1 X speed. We already have the Kogas anyways to switch out the Wheezing, so 1 X speed is mainly just for Arbok and Ekans and like early game stuff. Like if we need to switch in like like Arbok or something, if like Coughing's in the active spot. And obviously 2 Pokeballs, 2 Professor Research, 2 Kogas because we're playing Wheezing, 2 Giovannis because we wanted to be able to do the max amount of damage we can, and then we played the 1 Sabrina. You could like reverse this, have 2 Sabrina and then 1 Giovanni. I just like the damage that Giovanni provides us. Anyways, let's get into the games now and showcase this deck. So the thing about this deck is probably like one of the best control decks in the game. Dark having a really good matchup into Mewtwo, which is obviously the best deck in the game. And just like the Wheezing poison damage and like being able to use Koga to like basically keep swapping out so your opponent can't take lives, and then even Arbok to just trap something in. It's just really good. Not like a super threat to the game, obviously. It's just more of like a really decent deck that has the potential of beating some of the meta decks if you have like a good hand and whatnot. But like for like compared to like the lower range decks, like this deck can be like a lot of the like decks in like the same tier as it. Like it's like really good against those decks specifically. But that's not to say like there's still a chance we beat this Pikachu EX deck. Like who knows? So we do actually draw Ekans and Arbok. That's pretty good because we already have the Wheezing and the Koga. So, and we did go first. So next turn we just evolve it. Pikachu gets poisoned, and then we can start building up the Arbok. And anyways, we can do the poison once it loses 20 damage. Or not 20 damage, but once it gets weak enough, we can send an Arbok so it can't retreat back and get rid of the poison. And then we do actually have the other Wheezing, which is perfect because now we can just like loop them. So I was thinking of actually going in the Arbok, but I might just damage this now because I feel like we just go for the damage because there's no reason not to. Because he only has 1 Pokemon so far in the back. Maybe he does have more next turn, and he just didn't want him to like take any like damage in case like we Sabrina or something. But if he puts a lot of stuff in the back and we take like the 90 or 100 damage depending on Giovanni, we just Koga out, and then we send the other one in. Or we could even send we just send the other one in because Arbok doesn't even have stuff on it yet, and obviously Wheezing only takes 1. I think that's the good thing about Wheezing, dude. This Koga is just such a strong card for it, and also the poison really adds up, and like the 1 energy for 30 damage is actually really good combined with the poison. That's like 50 damage basically by the end of the turn of their turn, because you do obviously 40 at the end of yours, and then they take a little bit more. So we do draw the second Ekans, and I mean Wheezing is going to die next turn, so all we do, bro, we bring it back, we send in our other Wheezing, and we place the Coughing down, and then we just keep looping our Wheezings. Obviously, we don't have any more Kogas, and there's no... I don't know why some people gas leak when they're already poisoned. Like, it doesn't do anything extra, but we attack this, and now we force it to retreat. Else it just dies. And then when it does, we just poison whatever else comes in, and then we start setting up Arbok in the back. Or he just honestly let this die. I don't know what he's going to choose to do. I'm assuming he would retreat it. I feel like that would be the smartest play, like he does, yeah. Like what we could have done is we could have just started building up Arbok instead of attacking with this Wheezing. I just feel like it was the most optimal play, probably just to keep doing damage on this Pikachu EX, force it to go in the back, and then eventually in the end game, if we can bring it back out and kill it, we instantly just get the 2 things. I don't even have anything in the search of this. I'm just using it in case we get red carded for some reason. Obviously we put the Wheezing back, and then we start building up one of those Arboks. And then hopefully we draw another Koga at some point, and then we'll be chilling. Dude, low-key, hopefully we draw Koga next turn, just so we can trap this Arbok in the place. And yeah, he obviously, well, I already should have known that he had the Raichu variant, considering he has the Pikachu in the background, but that is something to kind of be scaring for. Raichu does one-shot everything in our deck. See, so what we could do, well, obviously not this turn, but like next turn, if we do live, we could send in, if we die, we send an Arbok, kill this, and then unless he has Giovanni, Pikachu will not be able to kill us. And then even if we did, the good thing about this deck is this deck doesn't have any EX Pokemon, so they actually have to kill 3 of our Pokemon instead of just one and then like a EX or something. So that's why this deck is so good. Like the defense and then the control on this deck is crazy. Obviously, we haven't used Arbok, but we are going to be using him soon. If we live this is actually huge, and I'm pretty sure that just guarantees us the win. All right. Yep. Dude, I actually love this deck. I don't play it that often, and it's not just because obviously that, but I really actually do have a very fun time playing this deck. I wish we drew the Koge just to make this Wheezing live even more. But now we just build up this Arbok in the back as well. And we just kill this one, obviously, because we don't want to leave it alive. Yeah, like, it doesn't even matter what else comes in, because I guess Raichu would kind of be scary, but Raichu's going to have to discard all the energy. I don't think he'd be able to attack twice before it kills us. It looks like he is going to go for that play. He could like Sabrina us and like force like I would probably just like sacrifice Arbok at that point because we want the poison on Raichu. But doesn't even matter because Wheezing dies and then we just send out Arbok and then we just Sabrina. So if he sends in Magneton can't one-shot us, and if we send a Pikachu we just win instantly because he's already one-shot. And for some reason, if he doesn't evolve in the Raichu and he just kills off this Pikachu, we just win anyways with Arbok, because obviously we do 60 damage. He actually is going to go for Magneton, which is perfectly fine with me, because what we do is we poison it with Wheezing, we swap out with the X speed or Koga if we draw it. Well, we don't draw Koga, but we put this on it, we use the X speed. Let me just poison first before I X speed out, just so I don't forget. But we X speed out, we put an Arbok. Arbok traps it in so it can't escape anymore. And we also have the Giovanni, which just guarantees it dies at the end of the turn anyways. So yeah, I mean, just a flawless showcase, I feel like, of the deck's potential. And then yeah, we just win now. But we did have a very good first hand last time. Like we went first, we drew like all the evolutions. So that was very good for us. This time, well, obviously depending on how it goes. Obviously, I mean, so Farfetch'd Fire, I have no clue what it could be. Maybe Ninetales or something, or either like Center Scorch. Is the only stuff I can think of. Maybe like Flareon if he's using Farfetch'd, but I have no clue. Obviously, he just used 2 Pokeballs. We will see in a matter of seconds, but we have a pretty decent hand. I mean, we have the Pokeball and the Professor Research. If we can get an Arbok and then a Wheezing, that'd be the best scenario for us. So yeah, it is a Blaine deck. I kind of figured just because he was using Farfetch'd for the 40 damage. We also draw Koga also. That's pretty good once we do get the Wheezing. So we do get the Arbok. That is very nice for us. And depending on what we get from this Professor Research is what I'm going to choose to put the energy on. So we do get a second copy and we do get another Professor Research. So I actually think the play for me personally is build up this Ekans and then I'm just going to X-Speed out and then send Arbok in and one-shot the Farfetch'd, and then whatever else comes in, I can just do massive damage to it. Ooh, so it actually might not be a Blaine deck. It might just be a Arcanine. Well, it could also have Blaine in it still, but it could also be like an Arcanine that's not playing Moltres type deck, you know, something like that. So we do draw the second Ekans. Let's just see, for example, what we draw first. We don't draw anything that's necessarily useful right now. I mean, we do have the Arbok. And I don't want this Wheezing to die, so I'm going to X-Speed out, send the Arbok, one-shot this Farfetch'd. And then currently, I'm not really scared. I mean, even if he evolves in the Ponyta and has Blaine, that's only going to be 70 damage. And we get it really weak. And then if we do draw our Wheezing, Arbok dies, we just send a Wheezing to finish the job. And then once our Wheezing does get low, we have the Koga, so We also even have a potion just for good measure and a Giovanni, so I'm not really feeling threatened at all. So I mean, he has the Arcanine EX. Like, the problem with this is he won't be able to build it up fast enough, I don't think. Especially if he puts this on Rapidash, which he actually doesn't. So it's actually a good thing he did that, because now I have to two-shot the Arbok. That does give him more time for energy, but an Arcanine actually does one-shot everything we have. But low-key, we kind of just win now because we get Sabrina. I want to put it on the second Arbok just in case we do draw it. We Sabrina, and if he sends in Growlithe, we can't one-shot it actually, but it can't escape anyways. And then if he sends in Rapidash after, maybe I shouldn't have done that. I was like thinking of like using Giovanni and Sabrina in the same turn, but sometimes I just forget, you know. Sometimes you think something in the moment, but you don't like think it through. But I mean, I think we still are chilling. It's still gonna take us 2 shots anyways. Actually, that's kind of bad now, because if we did draw the second Arbok, we could have just ooh, yeah, we potentially lose. I actually think we lose because of that. Yikes. Yeah, that's pretty bad, not going to lie. Because we could have killed the Rapidash and then the Arcanine came, and then we could just Sabrina it out. Once we get our second Arbok, but now we can't have that play because for some reason, yeah, I was like thinking we could Giovanni in the same turn. And now he comes in, Arbok just dies. If we draw a Wheezing, I mean, with the chip damage, we might still have a chance. I'm not too sure. This is a situation where 2 Sabrinas would be really good over the 2 Giovannis. I guess we just send in this one for now. And we don't draw anything useful. Okay, so this is a pretty bad situation. So he has 20 damage to itself. I think the only way we would win is if we drew a Professor Research, but we don't even have any available because we would need Wheezing to poison it, and then we would have to send an Arbok. But actually, we wouldn't be able to use Koge and Giovanni at the same turn, so yeah. I definitely misplayed because right now, well, even actually, we still would have lost because we didn't even draw the Arbok. So, like, let's say Arcanine was out, we still had the Sabrina. We just watched. I don't know why he switched, but I guess it doesn't matter. He still actually. No, if we top deck Arbok now, he just loses. No, I was trying to say, like, if he hit, like, we didn't draw the Arbok the last turn, so even if we had Sabrina, it wouldn't have done anything. So we do draw the. That doesn't do anything either. We really needed the yeah, we really needed that Arbok on the top deck, but we didn't get it. And then he's just gonna probably, you know, retreat. I mean, there's no reason not to try, but it is lost hope. So I'm sitting concede because he just retreats the Arcanine, puts the energy on it, and then one shots us. So it was a close game. That Sabrina really did not matter in the end game. If we drew the Ekans, I mean the Arbok, it would have mattered, but it didn't anyway. So who cares? I mean, it was a very close game. Still, like, 1 card difference could have actually won us, especially after you put that Rapidash in for no reason. At least we start with Koga and Wheezing, so we can do the loops if necessary, and we also have a Pokeball to get the Arbok right away. Ooh, Articuno. This is always interesting. I'm always so curious if they're 18 card Articuno, or if they're going to be like Articuno Starmie or etc. And we potentially might just lose right now. Thank God. Ooh, we actually have both the Wheezings. This is like perfect scenario. I totally forgot we can't do that yet. Might as well get as much chip damage as possible. And the thing about this, bro, like, we have the Koga in our hand also, the 2 Wheezings. Literally, one gets low, Koga back, send the other one in, that one dies. We have the we have the second one back waiting, dude. So if he is only, ooh, he's actually dark type also. So I wonder if he, I don't know what he'd be playing. Maybe he's playing like Wheezing Articuno or something. I've never seen that before, but you know, it's always a possibility. Anyways, I don't really know the math. Like, I don't want to do that. I'm just gonna use this Giovanni just to speed this game along by like one turn. Now we do 40, and he takes 50 at the end. Yeah, that's pretty good. Greninja Articuno with Dark Energy, huh? So we do draw the second Koga, so we can just keep doing Wheezing loops. I mean, fine by me. I mean, it's gonna be a slow game. We don't have the Arbok to do the 60 chunk, but Wheezing will finish the job perfectly fine. All right, and you could have the seconds, I guess, because we don't really need it. I mean, he can't kill us unless he attacks us again with Greninja the next turn, because you already used Sabrina, so there's no point of that. We do finally draw Arbok, which I'm going to retreat this one, send Arbok in. I mean, this one will probably just die by Greninja anyways. Then we just get Wheezing out, and then we just start cutting everything. I'm still curious why there's Dark Energy in this deck. That is still something I'm trying to figure out myself. Because if he just had Water Energy, he would be doing much better right now. And just so we don't die by a Wheezing coming in, because he definitely has a Wheezing, I'm just going to heal up twice. There's no reason not to, and then we kill Greninja, and then, I mean, whatever else comes in, I'm very confident we're just going to win anyways. And we do draw the second Arbok. This kind of sucks. You know what? Just to play it safe, man. I'm just gonna put Arbok in the back. And then you just can, okay, so anyways, not as many games as usual, but I mean, I feel like you guys basically understand the concept of the deck. You do a lot of control with Wheezing, and then when needed to, use Arbok to either trap something in or just finish the job. And yeah, I think this deck is very fun. Like, it's not the top of the meta. I still feel like it's like kind of maybe at the bottom of the meta. It can definitely compete. It's just not going to be winning all those games. And anyways, yeah, this deck is very fun. Peace out and hope you guys have a great day.